Shalawama, everyone. Shalawama, assalamu alaikum, Islam to all the Moors. I'm Dr. Yusafa from Zion Law School. This video, I'm going to do, looking at, I'm going to do a discussion about the Tao and another type of cross. So I'm distracted because it looks like my camera. Can y'all put tell me, is the image dark? So when I tested this out before I went live, the image was okay. Now it looks like the camera is dark. I don't know. Just how is it that, things can go wrong when they were apparently all right? I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all. So this is the Tao. It looks like an X. So the pyramid has a Tao at its apex, of course. So this is the Tao. Y'all see that? So it's an X in the Phoenician Hebrew script. This is the last pictograph. Okay. And it is also Saint Andrew's cross. So you'll see this cross on a multitude of flags, of nations' flags, okay? You'll see it on the Confederate flag also. The British flag, y'all go check it out, okay? So if you turn it, it looks like just a regular cross that you see Jesus, hanging on the cross on, right? But there's a difference between these two crosses. But they are both crosses of crucifixion. All right? They're both crosses of crucifixion. So this is going to be a short video. I'm going to come back and do our regular class. I'm going to change the title of this video. So the Tau cross, the apex of the pyramid, so the X, the Tau. So these are pointing at 4 cardinal points. So the bull, which is Taurus, and then there's the eagle, which is Sagittarius, and then at my elbow here, I'm sorry, y'all. This is not Sagittarius. This is Leo. So this is Leo here, where my hand is moving. And then Sagittarius, my elbow, and then my other elbow here. This is Aquarius. So let's say position 1, the bull. Position 2, Leo. Position 3, did I say Scorpio or Sagittarius? This is Scorpio, the eagle. Y'all forgive me. My elbow is the eagle, Scorpio, okay? It's not Sagittarius, it's Scorpio. And over here, it's Aquarius. So let's look at these. So if we start here, at the very first, at position 1. So we'll see, again, this is Taurus, the bull, my hand. At the opposite end of that same line is Scorpio, the eagle. Okay, so we have on one line, so hermetically speaking, the law of polarity, right? Everything vibrates, okay? and the other applicable laws, and lesser laws too, that take place on every line where there's polarity. Okay? So the law of opposites apply. All right? So again, the bull at the upper extreme end of the line, and then at its opposite extreme end of the line is Scorpio, the eagle. So the bull and the eagle, law of polarity. And then going from position 2, the top of position 2 is Leo, and a straight line down. If you draw a straight line down, that connects to Aquarius. All right? And this is what makes up the Tau cross. Clear? The primary Hermetic law is the law of polarity, the law of opposites. All right? So this again is the Tau, the X, and of course, St. Andrew's cross is also an X, right? So now we have the 4 living creatures that you see in Ezekiel and Revelation. Everybody see that? The 4 living creatures that you see in Ezekiel and Revelation. Now, let's go to the concept of the cross. So here's the cross. Y'all notice that this line is parallel, straight up and down. And the horizontal line, there's a 90-degree angle. Y'all see that? So this is the cross. So both that cross and the Tau, again in religion, these are crosses of crucifixion. Okay? But they have a different meaning in terms of the seasons of the year. So this is the solstitial line, summer solstice, winter solstice at the bottom. So again, law of polarity, okay, vibration, etc., that we always talk about. Along the horizontal line, this is the equinoctial line. So we have this, the spring and the autumn equinoxes. Again, there's a 90-degree angle between each point where the lines touch. All right? Now, each point represents the beginning of a season. So, over here, I don't know what y'all can see in the camera, but my hand moving. So this is August 21, 22, thereabout. That's the beginning of spring. That's a cardinal point. Here, where my hand is moving, the summer solstice, it's the beginning of summer, so that's a cardinal point. But in between here, so we're at spring here. So when we move up, now remember, the seasons are, let's say, approximately 90 days. So we go from a cardinal point to a fixed point, and then a mutable point. So in other words, the cardinal point is the beginning of the season, so its energy is very strong. Okay? It takes a lot of energy. Think of it this way. When you get into the middle of the month, where you're not going back into winter, that's for sure, and you're not jumping ahead into summer or into the next season, so you're fixed. In this case, you're fixed in the spring. But as the season goes on, we begin to near the end of in this case, the spring energy, right? The spring energy is exhausting. It's almost over. So this is mutable. Mutable means it can change. Okay, or we're going to transition into the next season. So then now we're at the summer solstice. So we begin the summer now, around June 21, 22, thereabout. Everybody see that? So the beginning of summer is a cardinal sign. And then as we go into summer, that first, well, I guess the first month, at the end of the first month, that's going to be the beginning of the fixed part of the season, which is the middle of the summer, right? You cannot go back into spring because you're in the summer energy already. And you can't jump into fall because you're fixed in the summer. But as the end of the summer approaches, summer energy weakens. Right? And every season comes in with a big bang, a big boost of energy. Right? So that will begin the next cardinal season. So that's how that's working when you're dealing with the cardinal points, the beginnings of each season. Y'all see that? So the tau are those fixed points that represent the middle of each season. All right, and they correlate with Taurus the bull, Leo the lion. Of course, then there's the eagle, Scorpio, and then Aquarius. Everybody see that? And that's, again, Ezekiel and Revelation, the 4 living creatures. So let me state it differently. So the solstitial and the equinoctial points, there's a 90-degree angle where each line intersects. And these represents summer, winter solstice, spring equinox, and fall equinox. This is really strange because I'm like really distracted, y'all, because the image that I'm seeing in my phone, I look like a shadow. But I just checked my phone and everything was good. And I only see my shoulders in the camera view. So anyway, we'll keep going. If I need to do this video again, I'll do it again. Not a problem. Okay, so the solstitial and the equinoctial lines represents the beginning of the season, whereas the tau represents the middle of the season. Okay. Anyway, that's all I have for this topic. And I might do this video again, y'all. I'm not happy with the way I feel being so distracted. But I'm gonna look at it and make a decision as to whether or not I'll do it again or not. Okay? So make a note, the angles are different for the tau. Where the lines intersect, the angles are different. So this tau is what we see from an aerial view of a pyramid. It's also referred to as St. Andrew's cross. Y'all know when St. Andrew is standing at the equinoctial point with his ganometer, measuring the angle of the ecliptic. Radicals right, Shalom, brother. Radicals, what's the image like? Is it too shadowy? Do I need to do this video again? I don't know if y'all can see the crosses that I'm making. I'm doing the towel. I mean, can you guys see my hands down to my elbows with the towel and with the cross? This is the traditional cross that we see. I don't know what's in the So Radicals writes, silhouette may be caused due to the sun right behind you. Yeah, Shalom, my brother. Yeah, I checked it on my phone, and it was okay before I went live. Now I mean, it was actually perfect. So you know what? I'm gonna do this video again. Let's see. Radicals, right? You're coming in very clear for me. The image or the sound? Because it looks to me, it looks like pitch dark. It looks totally shadowed out. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna do a community post with images of the towel and the cross. Both in Christianity are crosses of crucifixion. So you'll see the Christian iconography with Christ. Darrell-El writes, sound good, image goes clear, then shadow. Okay, this is really strange. Thanks, Darrell-El. Thanks, Radical. Yeah, but so make the correlation between the Phoenician Hebrew script, the last pictograph, and then also, y'all, the Greek ta. Now, see, you'll see tau. Rather, you'll see that as a uppercase T, but also a lowercase t. And when I did my search, it was very difficult to find the Phoenician script. Darrell-El writes, camera over exposure. Okay, thanks. So it was very difficult to find, but I'm going to post it. So those of you who don't know the Phoenician Hebrew script, the ancient Ibaryath script is Phoenician Hebrew script. I'm going to post it, and then you make your correlations. The point being, the reason why I'm posting it, so that you can see the astrological significance of tau. It's in the Phoenician Hebrew script, which is the ancient Ibaryath script. Okay, y'all, that's the point. So for anyone who says there is no presence of astrology in the Old Testament or the book of the law, whatever, well, it's even in the pictographs. Okay, it's even in the pictographs. Now, these scholars, you should remember, are the same four living creatures that are in Ezekiel and Revelation. So in Ezekiel, that has to do with the Most High. These are the four living creatures, the cherubs. So the cherubs are posted in positions according to the seasons of the year from the point of view of the northern hemisphere, North America, where we have four clearly defined seasons. That's really my point of going over this. Four clearly defined seasons. Now, you go back to Egypt, you go back to ancient Kemet in Eastern Africa. If it's there, how are they lining that up with four seasons? Darrell-El writes, if you could put your back facing the wall, it might help. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me do a switcheroo. Hold on. There's a river. I'm gonna try to find some time to get over there. There's a river, y'all, across the street from me, and you know, I love being out in nature. So this still doesn't look good. I'm actually facing away from the entry now. Oh, it's much better? All right. Okay, thanks. Where I was, y'all. I don't know where I stopped. Where did I stop? What was I talking about, y'all? Oh, Egypt. Egypt in Eastern Africa. So this becomes problematic because they only have, as far as I know, wet and dry season. So 2 seasons. They don't have four clearly defined seasons. You're only going to find that in North America. So I was in Mexico City maybe 2 years ago. It was fall. It was really cold. People were wearing a jacket, but they don't get snow in Mexico City. I mean, at least not on the regular, right? So you're only going to find winter, summer, spring, and fall clearly defined, clear divisions between the seasons in North America, in Al Morocco. Y'all hear me? So Radicals writes Phoenician Hebrew script. Yes, it's the I have it in my my purple book, 911. Ibaryath Rescue, and also an Ancient Ibaryath streaming course. The links are in the description area of this video. If y'all want to check it out, check those books out. You'll see it. It's astrological. No way around it. It's astrological. Again, you'll find this on the Confederate flag. I think it's on the. You'll find it on the Swiss flag. It's on a lot of flags. Even if I remember correctly, you'll find, yes, that's correct. You'll find official and equinoctial cross on flags of the nation. So you have to ask yourself, why are these crosses on so many flags of the nations? But keep in mind, the Catholic Church, okay, I hope, I don't know what y'all heard. What was the last thing you heard? But I got a notice that the Wi-Fi was reconnected. But my point is this. These crosses, the Tau, the fixed season signs, right, which there are 4, are on all the crosses. Yeah, Darrell-El writes Catholic Church. They're on the crosses, right? I mean, not every one, but y'all know what I'm saying. And then the solstitial and equinoctial with the 90-degree angle are on all the crosses. So that's an indication of astrology, if you know the symbols. If you know the symbols. And the difference between the two are the angles between the intersection of the lines. So you see it on the flags, and you see it in the Christian iconography. Various crosses. Well, those 2 crosses, rather. You'll also see it, there's a cross with a capital letter T. And the Christ figure's head is at the top, is here on the horizontal line. So it looks like this, y'all. The same Tau. All right, so instead of like this, they're using the Greek Tau. Y'all hear me? But anciently, it's the Phoenician Tau. Y'all see that? So they hide that. They hide it. But going back to the pyramid, from an aerial view, this is what you see. You see the Tau. Darrell-El writes, the Mercury symbol is the cross with the crescent horns. Oh, okay. Oh, right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So the question is, Is ancient Egypt in Eastern Africa? Does anyone know is ancient Egypt above 23.5 degrees north? Y'all? See, that's another piece of evidence that helps us identify the location of ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet. Can someone check that? Can someone check that? I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's above. My memory is telling me it's like in the upper 20s. Portions of Egypt is within 23.5 degrees north. My memory is telling me it's like 20, 27, 28, 29. I think Israel in Eastern Africa. Oh, it's above 23.5. See, so that's another piece of evidence that land, those borders, in modern day. Let me specify. This modern day Egypt could not be ancient Egypt. Because if that's the case, how are they correlating the astrological seasons? I mean, not correlating, but how are they lining the pyramid up with the seasons, for example, as this author has been talking about, and as other authors have talked about? Radicals writes, any relationship that you see between basic mathematics and the cardinal and immutable points. Well, there's a comparison between the Tau, which is the X, St. Andrew's Cross, and Pi. But then, to my knowledge, where I'm at right now, I don't see that represented in the topic that we're talking about. But of course, Tau has its angles. But I haven't gone into that to be able to give you a intelligent answer, radicals. But it's dealing with angles, so it's geometry. Between basic mathematics plus minus. Hold on. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, Old Testament or the Lost Word. It's about the second. I think the second sentence down. Listen to this. Tell me if y'all agree. Talking about the Great Pyramid. Its four angles on the due north and south, east and west points. So he's talking about the Tau. Its four angles, right? Due north, south, east and west. So that's news. Next sentence. Let's continue with that. Its apex. So its apex cross. This is the apex from an aerial view. Here's the point. And the SUN sun, when at its meridian height, at the longest day, that's the summer solstice, June 21, 22, resting in glory upon it. It is the apex. So there has to be a 90-degree angle between the sun and the apex. Otherwise, it is not resting on it. Y'all see that? So in order for it to be at a 90-degree angle to the apex means it's resting on the apex. It has to be within 23.5 degrees north, which is the Tropic of Cancer, and 23.5 degrees south, which is the Tropic of Capricorn. Any angle above 23.5 north, the sun is coming at an angle. You always look in the sky, the sun will be at an angle. It's only at those points just mentioned, 23.5 north and south, you know, that mass, they call that the coffee belt, y'all. It's only then when you look up in the sky on either of the equinoxes, right, at the equator, 0 degrees, twice a year you look up, the sun is right over your head. Literally, the sun is right over your head at a 90-degree angle. Here's the sun, here's your head. Here's the apex of the pyramid, here's the sun. But if it's outside of that 23.5 degrees north or south, the sun will be at an angle. So it's not resting. Y'all see that? It's going to be at an angle. Okay? Only at the equator, 0 degrees. It's here twice a year. You can look up, the sun is right over your head. And then at the tropics, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, once a year, the sun is resting over your head, 90-degree angle, right? Right above your head. Otherwise, it's coming to you, the sun will always be at an angle all times of the year. Y'all see that? For this reason, and this author is not the only author where I've seen this. And the sun, when at its meridian height, that's summer solstice, at the longest day, that's summer solstice, resting in its glory upon it. Upon it is the apex. It is truly enlightening the south, east, and west sides, and leaving the northern side in shade of darkness. So of course, when we have summer in the other hemisphere, they have winter, and vice versa. That's what it's talking about. Summer solstice is in the north, and winter solstice is in the south. So anyway, it's just something to think about. It's just something to think about. Okay. So let's let this video go, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to pick up in chapter 2. I'll be back, like immediately back. That's really all I wanted to say about the two crosses. So shalom, y'all. Thanks for y'all support, buying my books, subscribing to my classes. Makes me feel good. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. I should have got something to eat, y'all. I had the I should have got something to eat before I started. Anyway, I'll be right back.